Hello, this is the Underdog, also known as the German Viking, and I wanted to do another video, and I wanted to cover Vic Menona and his unfair treatment of accusations with no evidence on basically a public trial. Now, I know this story is a little bit older, and I should probably have covered it, but I wanted to have my take on it. So I'm gonna read two articles from One Angry Gamer, and I think it covers them pretty well. Um, Pensacon 2019 Inclusive Convention threatens arrest for Vic Menona supporters who show up. It appears as if Pensacon deleted their Twitter account following the story published about them threatening to arrest congoers there to support Vic Menona. The upcoming Pensacon 2019 convention, which is billed to as an inclusive event, is set to get underway between February 22nd and February 24th, 2019, at the end of the month. There's always basically all going on now. The convention covers everything from video games to comic books to anime, and plenty of sci-fi in between. Some anime fans publicly discussed attending the convention and doing so in support of anime voice actor Vic Menona, who has been accused of misconduct. However, many fans feel that the evidence at the moment is spurious and being led on by a campaign to get Menona kicked out of the industry by vindictive individuals. Upon learning this, Pensacon official Twitter account threatened to have Menona supporters arrested on site. Good luck with that, by the way. The threat first came via a tweet on February 12th, which was a response to someone publicly trying to get supporters to attend a meetup at Pensacon 2019 in Pensacola, Florida, at the end of the month. Yes, please do. We would love to have some folks arrested, which was their response to this. But the Pentagon 2019 account wasn't done. Some of the people in a completely unrelated thread noted that if they saw Monica Real at the event, who is another voice actress who came out against Vic Menona, yeah, she is the one who has the voice of. Who has the voice of Bulma in the Dragon Ball series, and she's been really vindictive. She's basically telling she's gonna get people arrested for harassing her online or tweeting at her. That's basically she's completely insane. Here with another I came out of Menona that they would boo her. Pensacola leaped into the thread like a Spanx wearing vigilante leaping through a window of a shapely young woman apartment during the middle of the night, declaring that anyone who attempted to harass Real would be arrested. They also threatened that anyone who even brings up the issue of Vic Menona would be asked to leave and escorted off the premises by the police. And anyone here's tweet, and anyone who harasses her at Pensacon will be arrested. You have been warned. Anyone who brings up this issue will be asked to leave. If they do not, law enforcement who will be on hand will take over. That is not what the convention is about. Here is a tweet from Dylan Crook. I'm not even going, and I don't even live in the US. Some of the people who they interacted with said they weren't even going to the event, but that didn't even matter. Pensacon stated that anyone even being influenced to ask Vic Menona's situation or some of the false allegations that have surfaced in the situation involving doctored pictures will be escorted off the premises. They also told the user that they have eyes everywhere. Yeah, that isn't creepy at all. As noted in the Twitter threads, it was reiterated that there still hasn't been solid evidence made available against Menona, even though Funimation claims that there was enough evidence from an internal investigation that prompted them to fire Menona from his current duties and cancel all future contracts with the voice actors. This situation was covered recently by YouTuber Amazing Lucas. Now, if I will really recommend you to watch the video. He does some really good videos. He did a spectacular job covering this. As noted in the video, fans of Minona who have been asked to see evidence of Funimation's investigations have been met with indignation from the anti-Vic group, who have claimed that people aren't entitled to see the evidence. Regardless of Funimation's own investigation, there still doesn't appear to be any formal police reports filed against Minona for any sort of criminal or uncivil behavior. Isn't that interesting? So nothing has been filed or charges put against him, yet he's getting fired for allegations that seem to be false. Certain YouTubers have also recorded all of the allegations made against Minona between 2004 and 2014 to see if they were legitimate or held any weight, which you can view below. Again, view this video. But even going over the all allegations, most of the posts on accusations covered in the video note that is mostly just hearsay and anecdotes. See, this is a persecution of a guy who's literally done nothing wrong. He might be a little bit odd by being huggy to his fans, but that's about it. However, Pentagon, like a digital apparition hovering around Vic Minona, supported as some sort of ill-tempered omen, called the potential attendees sad and delusional. They also told them they would be watching like some sort of jilted stalker lurking in the bushes outside of the home of an ex-lover. That's a good paragraph. So keep in mind that if you have plans on attending Pentagon between February 22nd and February 24th, showing open support for Vic Minona or attempting to ask guests about the allegations could net you a night in the slammer, because Pentagon is always waiting, always watching. And then you have the other article where they revoked Geeks and Gamers and the press pass which they have, and that is also very interesting. Now, full disclosure, I don't have any real contact with Jeremy, but I run his subreddit, so just to disclose that, so you know where I'm coming from. I really like the channel and I support what he's doing, even though I might not always agree with him. And so Pentagon revokes Geeks and Gamers press pass after we covered Vic Minona controversy. Jeremy from the YouTube channel Geeks and Gamers recently had his Pentagon 2019 press pass revoked after he did a video about how the Pentagon Twitter account had said about threatening Congoers with arrest if they showed up with the express purpose of supporting anime voice actor Vic Minona. Jeremy published an 8-minute video on the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel showing off the email received from a Pentagon representative. So you can view the video below. Yeah, view it if you want to. At around the 2-minute mark, the email that Jeremy received from Pentagon is put on display, showcasing why they decided to roll his pass for this year. Following the video, he posted about the Pentagon controversy involving Vic Minona's fans back on the February 13th, 2019, where the convention threatened to arrest said and fans if they showed up to support Minona. The email is also dated to February 13th, 2019, meaning it was sent almost immediately after Jeremy posted the video to his YouTube channel. It reads, "I regret to inform you that I will be unable to fulfill your request for media passes this year after all. As you mentioned several times in your video that you don't actually care. I imagine this will come as no surprise to you or nor cause any disappointment. I personally am disappointed in your actions, but both in making accusations and assumptions about an organization where you're not remotely familiar with the duties and the structure of each staff member, and that you would attempt to incite others of an article without having done any research at all into the issue at hand and first. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? So you support basically the accusations against Vic Minona without any evidence. So maybe you should stop projecting. Had you done so, you might have read that woman is not accusing Vic of misbehavior. This is in no way similar to Chris Hardwick's situation when X accused him of a pattern of behavior, and other women in his life actually came forward to defend his character. That's not the case with Vic. This has been going on issues for years that has just come to light, and because it involves his behavior with con attendees, particularly minors. So why do these colleagues always come out and they're of a particular brand? Yeah, they knew this. They haven't charged called the police at any single instance with this. Why haven't they called the police once if this was happening for years and they knew about this? This is the what wokeness does to you. They claim to defend everyone and be white knights in shining armor, but they're not. They turn on you as quickly as they can if it benefits them. They round out the letter with a smarmy remark about how to pronounce Vic Minona's and Monica Rial's name, because they mention that it might be helpful just in case Jeremy plans to talk about them in his next video. This all spawned because Jeremy posted up a video on Geeks and Chemists critical of the way Pensacon handled the situation regarding Vic Minona's fans willing to show up at the Geek convention to show their support for Minona. You can check out their original video below that puts Jeremy in hot water with the staff at Pensacon. Yeah, again, they basically blacklist anyone who has anything to say that is against the narrative that is going against Vic Minona. And let's continue the article. Now what's interesting is that Jeremy and Pensacon were finalizing the past details just days earlier, back on February 10th, 2019, where he was preparing to attend the event until they follow up 3 days later, shortly after he did the video about Pensacon Twitter incident, letting him know that his press pass was being revoked. I attempted to reach out to Pensacon to further inquire about the situation, but they have not responded as of the writing of this article. Yeah, so they just wanted to cover this. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on at Funimation and his colleagues, but it is absolutely disgusting to see what they are doing to Vic and his character and his reputation. It is absolutely disgusting. No evidence, no facts, nothing to back up these allegations. And I believe one of the people that allegedly was accusing Vic wasn't even accusing him. She actually was a big fan of his, and she was telling people to stop using her and her pictures as an example of where of her being abused. Yeah, this is disgusting to see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.